Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss the hottest political and economic stories coming out of South Africa. Today's story is big, massive, in fact. South Africa's government just issued a jaw-dropping R94.8 billion guarantee package, roughly $5.3 billion, for Transnet, the struggling state-owned logistics giant. If you think this is just another bailout, think again. This move is loaded with political consequence, economic risk, and national urgency. Let's unpack what just happened. Transnet, once the beating heart of South Africa's logistics and freight system, has been on life support. Years of underinvestment, poor management, and relentless cable theft have decimated its ability to transport goods efficiently. Ports are clogged. Rail lines are unreliable. And exporters, especially in the mining and agriculture sectors, have been bleeding billions in lost revenue because they simply can't get their products to market on time. So what did the government do? It doubled down. Earlier this year, Transnet received a guarantee of $51 billion. That wasn't enough. Now, we are seeing an even bigger commitment, $94.8 billion in fresh guarantees aimed at helping the company implement its turnaround plan. That plan includes restoring freight rail capacity to 250 million metric tons per year, upgrading infrastructure, and re-establishing the backbone of South Africa's economy. But make no mistake, this is not just an economic decision. It's deeply political. The government is already under massive strain, both internally and externally. With the ruling coalition facing fractures, and voters growing increasingly frustrated with service delivery failures, power cuts, unemployment, and rising debt, this latest move is a calculated risk. Why? Because on the one hand, letting Transnet collapse would be catastrophic. It would cripple key industries, damage investor confidence, and put thousands of jobs at risk. On the other hand, throwing billions at a broken entity without visible reform could be seen as irresponsible, especially when South Africa is already swimming in debt and trying to raise even more money from international lenders. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. The pressure on President Cyril Ramaphosa and Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana is enormous. They're walking a tightrope, trying to revive a failing logistics network while not setting off alarm bells with credit rating agencies or global financial institutions. And the public? They're watching, waiting, and growing more skeptical by the day. Let's not forget the political optics. Transnet is not just any company, it's a state-owned enterprise with historical baggage. Corruption, mismanagement, cadre deployment, all these have played a role in its decline. Pouring more money into it without clear accountability could spark major backlash, especially from opposition parties like the DA and EFF, who are already using SA failures as campaign fuel. And then there's the global context. South Africa is trying to position itself as a major player in BRICS, negotiate trade deals, and invite foreign direct investment. But when basic logistics can't function, how do you convince the world you're open for business? The hope, of course, is that this R94.8 billion package isn't just a lifeline, it's a reboot. That it enables Transnet to rebuild and reform, to modernize its systems, and to re-establish trust with the industries and communities it serves. But the stakes couldn't be higher. If this fails, we're not just talking about a logistics disaster, we're talking about a political and economic storm that could shake the foundations of the government itself. So what happens next? Will Transnet deliver on its promises, or will this become yet another chapter in the story of state capture and squandered potential? One thing is clear, this story is far from over. If you want to stay ahead of the curve and understand how stories like these shape our nation, hit that subscribe button right now. We're here to bring you the real news, the deep dives, and the fearless commentary that matters. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this bailout is justified? Or is the government throwing good money after bad? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.